Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be looking at some mind-boggling TikTok videos that will leave you scratching your head. So I'm glad you're with me on this one. If you're new to the channel, leave a comment with your name and where you're from. Otherwise, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get straight into it.
Took this video at the bridge across from my parents' house, and it was so dramatic to see the water rising so violently and so quickly. This was the glass blowing Simon Pierce, and they were obviously closed, but this was the parking lot. We noticed.
I just found out some
Hop is on overdrive with that one. There are so many weird, strange weather conditions across the world. I think we've seen quite a few videos about that.
really disturbing things about Ellen DeGenerate, and I'm not worried about that creepy sweatshirt she's wearing. But as we watch this video, the camera creeps inside of her house, and you can see that weird evil thoughts picture. I looked up the artist and he's into some really satanic stuff. And that's not even the weird thing. Look at this picture of Ellen sitting inside of her home. This is the picture that was right behind her. Now look at the letters on top. These are the same letters that you write out during satanic rituals. Look at this picture of her cutting her mother's hair. Now look at the picture above her head and try and figure it out. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure they do their research before they buy pieces of art. And if she did and found out that the dude was a bit shady or suspect, then I think she's done it deliberately. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I was today years old when I learned how house fires can start.
Yeah. It's pretty sad. That's a lot of property damage, and they'll probably take a few years to recover from that one. Oh my goodness. Like the earth opened up and swallowed them.
Fire in the.
A customer live streams a raging fire in the lingerie department
Yo, they ain't got no a fire extinguisher.
and immediately gets to work.
What the they running for? Bro, these is tripping. This a whole fire extinguisher right here, bro. Bro, these tripping. What the is they running for?
Extinguisher in hand, the intrepid customer heads straight for the inferno.
This is
The people working in this store obviously didn't get their firefighting training.
a question. Why does he have a watch on? Isn't that a watch?
How dare you? Impossible. Stop.
What is that?
It's jewelry.
It looks like a watch. I mean,
It
maybe
does.
it's jewelry, but it's on his wrist, and it's a circle, and it's with a band.
Right.
I mean, what is that?
Mini Antikythera mechanism.
It looks like my watch.
It does.
It does.
That's crazy.
But of course, the explanation is like, of course not, just jewelry. But it does look like it, doesn't it?
Well, it just makes sense that if they developed weapons and they developed clothing and they developed shelters, if they had the sophistication to be able to construct these buildings, why wouldn't they be able to construct a watch?
Right.
An automatic watch.
Maybe it was an inspiration for the way we wear watches now. Who knows?
We live in a third
Imagine just seeing your possessions float away.
dimensional plane. We can see the planets, the galaxies, the suns, hundreds of billions of galaxies photographed, universes. We live in an amazing space-time continuum. And we're on this planet, and Einstein's physics showed it, Max Planck's physics showed it, there's at least 12 dimensions. And now that's why all the top scientists and billionaires are coming out saying it's a false hologram. It is artificial. The computers are scanning it and finding tension points where it's artificially projected and gravity's bleeding in to this universe. That's what they call dark matter. So we're like a thought or a dream that's a wisp in some computer program, some God's mind, whatever. They're proving it all. It's all coming out. So we're on this planet, the third dimension, which is a launch pad to all the other dimensions below and above. The third dimension, all the mathematics shows, is the primal seed of where all this happens. The Earth's like an egg, and we've got all this potentiality.
So is he saying that we're the base simulation? I don't know. That's scary. There could be a whole world underneath that ice. Those guys have too much time on their hands. Things with kids like that just creeps me out. I don't know about you. Why? Why would you want to do that? Yeah, I'd be running in the opposite direction too.
You use
That dude on their phone is super chill.
DuckDuckGo, you just get what's out there. And
Right.
when you use Google, I noticed that during the pandemic, there was a doctor that had a heart attack immediately after taking his second shot of, I think it was Moderna, and I Googled it. I could not find it. I could not find the story. And then I went to DuckDuckGo immediately. Like, they're hiding this story. It's terrifying. Explain Santeria to people
The numbers are rising again.
who don't know what
It's a religion that originated in Africa, Nigeria, and then the slaves brought it over to Cuba. They hid it from the plantation owners through Catholicism.
Kind of a mixture of
A
African
mixture.
and Catholic.
Catholic religion. I can't carry guns. I can't go in cars with strange people. I can't do business with 3 people.
Why can't you do business with 3 people?
Because 2 of them will sidle up against you. That's the same thing that happened to me on my kidnapping. I robbed somebody with 3 people. Like, that's why I always wear a white t-shirt on Mondays. It's the day of the spirit.
What? You
Yeah.
always wear a white t-shirt on
Yeah.
Monday?
Look at my shoes. They're white on white.
Always?
When I step out of the shower, I walk onto
Only
a
on
white
Monday?
shower mat every day.
Every day. Tell me how the connection between aliens and the Nazis took place. When did all this start?
Let
Because
me begin. 'Cause this is really, I'm telling you, Joe, this is a real deal.
I believe you.
This is, you ask, who are they? It's people who are psychically, genetically available to interface in this incredibly diverse universe with all these dimensions above and below and all around us with consciousnesses. And the truth is, no energy is ever destroyed. It all continues on. The truth is, our bodies, this is a fact, are a communal hive organism of all of our ancestors and all of their race memories, but not in just some compressed epigenetic system. It's beyond that. It's an electrochemical antenna, they've proven this, that connects to higher and lower dimensions. So our bodysuit, because our predecessors wouldn't put us in a position without giving us a bodysuit that is them. Our families are loving us.
There were 13
Sounds like he really believes that.
heads, and it was purported that the Navajo, the Anasazi, the Mayans, the Aztec each had one. The most famous one is the Mitchell Hedges skull, which was found in the Yucatan by Anna Mitchell Hedges. He reached into a cave. She was with her grandfather. It was around 1926, and she reached in, and there was an oilcloth covered item in there, and she pulled it out and opened it up, and there was the 2-piece detachable jaw Mitchell Hedges skull. The Hewlett-Packard engineers did a test on it in the 60s. They said it could not have been carved by a lapidary, by tools. It had to have been polished over hundreds of years, over centuries, to get to the shape that it was. So they said it was a polished item. So there's the Phyllis Newman skull named Max. She has to put it in the closet because it talks to her. Then there's the Mitchell Hedges skull that's in Indiana. People said when they walked into the room and she uncovered it with the cloth she kept it in, that there was an immediate feeling of well-being and healing coming over. There's one in Mexico City. It's got a cross stuck right in the top of it, which is, that would shatter a crystal if you did that. How that cross got there, I don't know.
When you're watching
I think we underestimate the technology that our ancestors had.
a fake video that I made about
You think it's fake.
nuclear bombs not being
you
real.
think it's fake.
Okay.
That's what you think.
Okay.
I mean,
I just feel like all the people that study it at all the universities have come to a conclusion. And then one guy makes a YouTube video, or 20 guys.
There's a bunch of
let's say
guys,
there's
dude.
1,000.
Santos Bonacci,
Why,
he's
but
good
why
too.
would you listen to them
Like,
versus
what credibility
all the
do
people
they have?
for
Because-
generations after generations of studying the science behind it,
You gotta
repeatable
listen
science,
to it. There's a lot of shit. You
repeatable
gotta listen
science.
to it.
You know, when Joe Rogan is questioning something, it might be something to it.
Once you've seen it, it won't let you go.
I didn't watch that movie. Let me know if you have, and if it's as scary as people say it is. But I have to say that marketing strategy was quite good.
There's been some interesting studies done on the faces of giant statues. One in particular is the face of Ramses. There's a statue at Luxor, and it's perfect. You can't achieve that degree of symmetry just by eyeballing it and doing it by hand.
It's virtual perfection.
Take a copy of that photo, bang on, like very front on, and then you flip it. It's perfectly symmetrical, left to right. It's also not something that is done in artwork. So, people often say, well, Michelangelo, he carved David. It's a beautiful statue. I've seen it. It's incredible, but it's human. It's not symmetrical.
What's the explanation for this that modern archaeologists use?
They did it by hand, right?
They
That's
do
what
it
they
by
claim.
hand. That's literally what they say. You just don't, they're not engineers and construction experts at the end of the day. That's the problem. You can't achieve that degree of symmetry just by doing it by hand.
Yep, again, underestimating what our ancestors could have achieved.
Braylon? What's happening with your car?
God, even the kid was scared. What?
This is what happens when you type in Illuminati backwards on Google.
Are you an
Give it a try. Let me know what happens in the comments.
Illuminati? Are you worried about people like going nuts because this?
That's got screenshotted and that's everywhere. That's everywhere.
If the Illuminati's watching this, hit me up because I have been waiting for the person in the hood to come. I swear to God, I've been waiting for the high society to be like, you're one of us.
Don't they come get you in the middle of the night and take you to like a camp or something?
And then I think they pull your pants down and hit you with a stick in the butt.
Is that confirmed?
That's what I heard.
Maybe he's already been visited by the Illuminati, who knows. With that being said, guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.